Why would you put your career on the line to keep Yvette from facing the same punishment? Because I love you, Wanda. That's why. I'm in love with you. The very thought that you can lose precious time with your daughter troubles me, but I promise that I'll do everything I can to make it right. Now I'll pray that he gets his life together, Nichelle, but I also hope you make the right choice. You don't have to answer. I think I do, Vanessa. The feelings I had for you before we became friends, Jones. Vivian's last name is Jones, and she's been the best intern I've ever had in my career. Jones? Jones. Vivian's last name is Jones. What's wrong, Udell? You won't believe it when I tell you. Tell me what? That Owen Grant is a prosecutor for Yvette's case. Do you know if he'll have to testify when Yvette shows up to court? I don't know. I really hope that I don't, because you'll have to testify against Keeve as well. That's a part of it, but I don't want to have to relive what Yvette put me through, Ben. I want to move on from it. Besides, Vanessa needs as much support as she can get. Thankfully, she still wants me by her side. Why wouldn't she want your support, Max? Because not too long ago, I kissed her like an idiot. And you claim you're not an addict? I'm doing good, Mama. Yes, I miss you too. Mama, I really need to go. Yeah, I love you too. Mrs. Russo, what are you doing here? I can't believe it. I certainly can. Someone who claimed to be your friend accepts an offer to try and put our daughter in prison. What if Heidi gave him no choices? Oh no, I feel like Owen had a choice. And I wouldn't be surprised that he'd agree to prosecute Yvette for getting back at you over ending the friendship. I knew that your friendship with Owen would only lead to disaster. Are you trying to blame me for this, Udell? I didn't expect you to surprise me like this, Max. Trust me, Ben. It was a surprise to me too. Most of all, Vanessa was surprised. Does this mean you two are an item? Vanessa only wants to remain as friends. Did Vanessa not like the kiss? All that matters is that Vanessa didn't immediately kick me out of her house. If she only wants me to be her friend, then I'll respect her enough to be her friend, even though you clearly want to be more than just her friend. Do you enjoy scaring people? I wasn't trying to scare you, Zeke. You didn't even notice me walking into the apartment. Don't try and pretend like you weren't fixated on what you've been watching. You gonna run and tell Nichelle? I didn't tell her that you had a problem to begin with. There you go, calling it a problem again. Maybe you should focus on the problem in your relationship. Fine, but do you want your relationship to be as complicated as mine? If you lose Nichelle, then what? Do you want to end up like your dad? Mrs. Russo, did you hear me? What could I do for you? Nice place you have, Vivian, even though it's a bit small. I'm the only one who lives here. That doesn't mean you don't want a place a little bigger to live in. What do you want, Mrs. Russo? What do you want, Vivian? I'm not blaming you, Wanda, but since your friendship is broken and because Owen found out that Yvette lied this entire time, I'm worried that he might be extremely tough with her in court. Maybe Owen might go easy on her. Are you sure? Like I told you before, I will do whatever it takes to keep Yvette from being separated from you and Udell. I just have a feeling, Udell. I certainly wish I could be as optimistic as you are, but this case can't rely on your feelings. Owen must feel absolutely betrayed after Yvette's confession. He most likely won't show any mercy. But Owen and I are really good friends, Udell. You know how Owen and I became so close. Just leave it alone, Ben, and watch you keep your real feelings for Vanessa stay bottled up inside. My friendship with Vanessa means a lot to me. I won't let whatever feelings I have ruin it. But since you care a lot about the girl, you don't have to miss out on the chance to have a closer relationship with her. When you two kissed, did she immediately pull away? No, at least I don't think so. Then take the time to have a serious conversation with her, where you two could both be honest about your feelings. What you mean, Quinn? My dad was never an addict. Maybe not, but do you think he committed to Mom when they were together? What's your point? You trying to say that me cheating on Nichelle the first time around is some sort of gene I got from my dad? What I'm trying to tell you, Zeke, is that he's most likely a lonely man. We haven't heard from him in years after he walked out on you and Mom. And I don't plan to walk out on Nichelle. But you're pushing her away because you refuse to get help. Now I'm confused, Mrs. Russo. What do you mean when you ask what I want? This is my apartment. What made you decide to work at Russo Jewelers? It's a very successful company, and interning at Russo Jewelers would look good on my resume. Don't give me that crap, Vivian. Excuse me? You haven't been completely honest with me when we met. Honest about what? Your last name is Jones. How come you never told me that your last name is Jones? I hope you're not blaming me for our current situation. I'm just reminding you that when you and I were in a rough patch, I needed a friend and Owen was there for me. The friendship I had with Owen couldn't have meant nothing to him. Maybe not when you two were friends. Now, I'm not too sure. Since he knows that we tried to protect Yvette this entire time, your friendship with Owen just might mean nothing to him now. It's not like I was trying to take advantage of him. I truly did care about Owen as a friend. Well, your friendship with Owen is over now. He might not understand how much you cared about him. But don't worry, Wanda. No matter how hurt he feels, I won't let him put Yvette away. Let's say that I tell Vanessa all about my feelings. What do I do if she doesn't feel the same way about me? She told me to forget about the kiss. Does that sound like a girl who thinks of me more than just a friend? Besides, why would I even listen to relationship advice from you? It's not like you're doing much better, Ben. Wow, tell me how you really feel. Ben, I shouldn't have said that. I'm really sorry. It's alright. You're not wrong. My love life is complicated, but yours doesn't have to be, Max. Just be brave and take the next step. Don't miss out on a relationship that would bring you happiness. Last time I checked, there ain't no sort of rehab for my so-called problem. There are tons of resources that could help you, Zeke. You don't have to be completely healed in one day. It's a process. Nichelle would be relieved if you just take the first step. Do you love the thing that gives you pleasure more than Nichelle? Will you let your pride cost you the girl you claim to love? I do love her. She's the best thing to ever happen to me. When I moved in with you after Mom got arrested, knowing Nichelle is the best surprise I ever got. Then cherish her, Zeke. Do whatever it takes to keep her. What does my last name have to do with anything? I knew someone with the last name Jones a long time ago. In fact, I knew this person a little before you were born. Who are your parents? Isaac and Debbie Jones. My dad's a police officer and my mama is a nurse. Do those two names ring a bell? Have a good rest of your day, Vivian. You have no idea who you're messing with, you bougie hoe.